Indy, obviously, such a big weekend.
Huge weekend. Dream of mine since I was a little kid. I've been watching this race on TV.
Hey guys, Larry Crum, writer for Competition Plus. I'm from South Point, Ohio. I'm the assistant alumni director at Marshall University, but when I'm out here, it's all drag racing. Helping out Bobby is one of the senior writers at Competition Plus.
You know, I was never supposed to be in drag racing. My love, my passion has always been oval racing, NASCAR. I grew up watching NASCAR. My dad, when I was in middle school, took me to my first small track in West Virginia. The next year I went to the Coca-Cola 600 and just became hooked. After graduating from college, I worked for a newspaper and asked if I could write racing, and had some fun with that, covering some NASCAR, pretending I was a lot bigger reporter than what I was, pretending that my paper was a little bit bigger than what it actually was, getting some interviews with some pretty big names. But one day I actually got assigned to cover a drag race at my local drag race, Canal Valley Dragway in West Virginia, and went out there. It was an IHRA Thunder Jam event, and filled with jets and wheel standers and pro mods. And when I went out there, it was my first experience with drag racing, and I was blown away. And by the time the night was over, I had given my card out to every single person that worked for IHRA, just like, please, if you have an opening, you know, give me a chance. And I covered a couple Pro-Ams and some more events out at Canal Valley. And eventually, in 2008, I got a call to be the media and PR director for the IHRA. So a couple months later, I'm at my first national event as the head of PR and media for the IHRA, taking some drivers, Bruce Litton around, Terry McMillan, doing some PR media. Got my first taste of nitro, and from that moment on I was hooked. I mean, NASCAR, what's NASCAR? You know, drag racing is where it's at. I had not seen nitro go down the track until my very first IHRA race. And here I am standing on the sideline. I've got my camera in hand, I'm taking some pictures, and one of the guys that work for IHRA is like, no, for your first race, you need to go over here to the middle. So I had never even seen, I'd seen it on TV, but I had never, ever experienced nitro live. And they put me beside the starter between Bruce Litton and Terry McMillan, and when they hit the throttle, I didn't know what had just happened. I mean, everyone remembers their first nitro experience. Mine was between two of them. So I may have given him a little bit of a payback for not giving me heads up, but what a way to dive into nitro and experience your first top fuel pass. Eventually, I moved to Norwalk. Now I'm back down where I'm originally from. I work for Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia as the assistant alumni director. But when Bobby gave me an opportunity to keep my foot in drag racing, come out here, still get a chance to whiff some nitro, see these guys out here racing, I jumped at the shot. And here I am this weekend at the biggest drag race in the world, getting to see these great guys and girls go down the track and have a great weekend.